Has Netflix denied Meghan Markle's request for an executive producer credit on her new show? Is there now really trouble in the Netflix paradise? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? Because has Netflix denied Meghan Markle's request for an executive producer credit on her new show? Is there now really big trouble in Netflix paradise? Well, first and foremost, all credit goes to Riley Sage at Sage1411 for sharing this particular blind item. Now, because it's a blind item, please do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Treat this as really opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, okay, guys? But yes, Riley Sage here is saying apparently there was a major fight between Netflix and Rachel, i.e. Megsy, on how she would be credited on productions. And guess what? Netflix won. So this is a blind item from Secondhand Coke, and they say, quote, "Oh, there was a big fight over whether to end executive produce with a D or an R. So she was either going to be an executive producer or executive produced by." Now, Meghan wanted the R, the executive producer credit, badly. She didn't get it, which is why I stopped my Netflix boycott, because the more that the executive gossip came to light, the more I realised that Netflix was conned like Harry was, with all kinds of promises for Meghan, which for Netflix promised access to the inner workings of the royal family, only to have Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II put her foot down and close the palace gates, doors and windows to Meghan and Harry. Harry has all the nuance of a cinder block and was led to believe that his family was behaving this way because they were racist and didn't even know they were racist. And the more the royal family wisely battened down the hatches and shut Harry out along with Meghan, the more he was willing to listen to her. She's a con artist and she's good at the pitch, but not the follow through. And Netflix and Spotify are new companies on the scene that are run by businessmen who haven't been burned by the industry the way, say, Disney has. And Disney got conned by her, speaking of Disney, right, guys? Now, they also say this is a story I've told a lot, but I'll tell it again. My kids have no idea who Meghan Markle is or what the F I've been doing on Reddit for the past 5 years. I walked by one of their rooms one day where they were all watching Disney Plus and heard a very distinctive voice emanating from the TV that has been like nails down a chalkboard to me since the same voice first said, "Is he kind?" My kids were watching the Elephants documentary, so I stopped and listened in to what my kids were saying. And one of them said, "Turn this off, that lady's voice is too annoying." And another one of my kids said, "It really is. It makes me feel sad for the elephants because she ruined their movie." Megsy got rejected by kids. Oh my goodness. We will never know the terms of the contract Netflix got locked into, but they've been putting up with her for years, and where they could fight, they have fought. And that D, instead of the R, was a big win. So in other words, Meghan Markle being known as executive produced by Megsy on a new show, rather than what she wanted, which was being an executive producer, Netflix winning that fight is a big, big W, a big win for them, right? Now, disclaimer, I always have and always will think Hazza is an a-hole. Me too. And I always have and always will think he is Megsy's victim. This is where we differ here, okay? The reason being is because Harry is a grown man. He can make his own decisions. He has co-signed absolutely everything with Megsy. And so for me, he's not a victim. He's a freaking accomplice. He's an accomplice. It's as simple as that. They bring out the worst of each other. The two peas in a pod. I've always said that from the year dot. Two things can be true at once. It doesn't mean I give him a pass for his wretched, traitorous behaviour. And it doesn't mean I ever want to see his mean possum-like face ever again. I kind of like that possum-like face. There seems to be some confusion on that score, so I have to say it. Also, whatever tea I spill here is gossip, and as always, gossip is tea that should be taken with a grain of salt. As I've said, this is a blind item, so do your own research and come to your own conclusions. But now, is there finally big trouble in the Netflix paradise? Because if we are to believe this blind item, Megxie fought hard to be known as executive producer on her new show that apparently is going to be released next year, this gardening, friendship, whatever you want to call it show, right? Cooking as well, oh, can't forget that, right? How do you cook with jam? We may find out. But she fought to be the executive producer according to this blind item. Netflix was like, don't think so. You can have executive produced by Meghan Markle, but you ain't going to be executive producer. No way, no how. And this is the thing, right? If I just do a quick gander at this. So, Polo came out, right? The trailer, just a couple of weeks ago, right? Or 1 week ago, apologies. Now, looking at this, right? Let's just see. How do they credit Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, right? It comes up in a minute. I'm just going to fast forward. I'm not going to play this properly because, copyright reasons and everything. There we go. There we go. Executive produced by Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Seeing this, to me, gives more credence to this blind item, where Megxie fought hard to be known as executive producer. Netflix says, don't think so, rejects that, denies the request and says, we'll call you that you've executive produced the show, but you're not executive producer. And that follows suit when you look at this trailer. And again, she and Prince Harry are not known as executive producers, but more executive produced. So if they're executive produced on this Polo show, which by all kind of reports, this is really Hazard's project, then when it comes to Megxie's own project, yeah, I don't think she's going to be known as executive producer. I do believe that Netflix did deny her that request if she did make it. And she'll be known as executive produced by Meghan, just the same as this Polo trailer for Netflix. With that being said, guys, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on Netflix allegedly rejecting Megxie's request to be executive producer on a new show, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Steph don't play, she